Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily English Podcast, where learning English is easy and fun.
Hello, Amelia. Hello, everyone. I'm Leo, and I'm really happy to be here today. This is such a great day to learn English.
Hi, Leo. How are you today? You seem very energetic.
I'm doing great, thank you. I had a good morning, I had my coffee, I did some exercise, and now I'm here with you all. What a perfect start to the day. And you look very happy today, Amelia.
Yes, I am very happy. I'm excited because today's topic is very, very interesting. And honestly, it's one of my favorite topics when it comes to learning English.
That's right. It's a simple but very important topic for daily English. And I think after today's lesson, everyone watching and listening is going to feel so much more confident.
Exactly. So please listen carefully and try to repeat after us. That is the best way to practice. Don't just listen, speak out loud.
And don't worry, we will speak slowly so everyone can understand. Whether you are a beginner or at an intermediate level, this lesson is made just for you.
Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post new English lessons every single day, and we don't want you to miss a single one.
Yes, support us for more easy English learning videos. Every like, every comment, every share, it helps us so much, and it helps other people find us too.
All right, let's begin today's lesson. Are you ready, Leo?
I am 100% ready. Let's go, everyone.
So first of all, welcome. Whether this is your first time joining us or you've been with us since day one, we are so happy you are here. You made a great decision to practice English today.
That's right. Learning a language every single day, even just for 20 or 30 minutes, makes a huge difference. And you are already doing it. That means you are already winning.
And this is a very special day. It is day 14. That means you have been learning English for 2 full weeks now. 2 whole weeks.
2 weeks. Can you believe it? If you've been following along since day one, then you have already learned so much. You've learned greetings, numbers, sentences, questions, answers, and so much vocabulary.
And now on day 14, we are going to talk about something very powerful, something that every English learner dreams about, something that everyone wants when they study a new language.
Ooh, yes. And what is that, Amelia? Tell us.
Pausing for dramatic effect, then speaking clearly. Fluency. Today, we are talking about English fluency.
Yes, fluency, the ability to speak English naturally, smoothly, and confidently. That is what today is all about.
So, let's start with a very important question. Leo, what is fluency? What does it really mean to be fluent in English?
That's a really great question. A lot of people think that fluency means speaking English perfectly. They think if I make 0 mistakes, then I'm fluent. But actually, that is not correct.
No. That is a big misunderstanding. Even native English speakers, people who were born speaking English, they also make mistakes sometimes. Fluency is not about being perfect.
Right. Fluency is about being able to communicate smoothly and naturally. It means you can understand what someone says, and you can respond without stopping for a very long time.
It means you don't have to look up every single word in the dictionary. It means you can have a real conversation with another person, back and forth, without too many long pauses.
For example, imagine you are at a coffee shop. The person at the counter says, "Hi, what can I get for you today?" A fluent speaker doesn't stop and think for 2 full minutes. They say, naturally and quickly, "Hi, can I have a medium coffee with milk, please? Thank you."
Yes, it feels smooth, it feels easy, it feels natural. That is fluency. And here's the good news. Fluency is something that everyone can achieve with practice, including you.
Including all of you watching and listening right now. Fluency is not a gift that some people are born with. It's a skill, and all skills can be learned and improved.
So, to put it simply, fluency means speaking English comfortably, naturally, and with confidence. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be understood and to understand others.
Simple as that. Fluency equals comfort, flow, and confidence. Write that down, everyone. Now, let's talk about something very useful. What are the most common mistakes that people make when they're trying to become fluent in English?
Oh, this is so important because a lot of people work very hard, but they make mistakes in the way they practice, and those mistakes slow them down. Let's talk about the big ones. Mistake number 1, studying grammar all day but never actually speaking. A lot of learners love to study grammar rules, and grammar is important, but if you only study grammar and never open your mouth, you will never become fluent.
Yes, you can know every single grammar rule in the English language and still not be able to say, "How are you?" in a real conversation without freezing up. Speaking is a skill you must practice by actually doing it.
Mistake number 2, being afraid of making mistakes. This is maybe the biggest mistake of all. So many learners don't speak because they're scared of saying something wrong. They're scared of being embarrassed.
But here's the truth. Mistakes are good. Mistakes are how you learn. When you make a mistake and someone corrects you or you realize what went wrong, that is a lesson you will never forget. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Mistake number 3, only practicing alone. Listening to podcasts and watching videos is wonderful. We love that you do that. But at some point, you need to have real conversations with real people.
Talk to a friend. Find a language partner online. Practice with your family members. Use what you learn in real situations. The more real conversations you have, the faster you will become fluent.
Mistake number 4, trying to be perfect before speaking. Some people think, I will speak English when my English is perfect, but that day will never come if you don't start.
Start now. Start with what you know. Start imperfectly and improve as you go. That is the real path to fluency. All right, now let's talk about one of the most powerful habits for becoming fluent. And this is something that changed my English completely. Amelia, do you know what I'm going to say?
I think I know. Is it thinking in English?
Exactly. Thinking in English. This is a game changer, everyone. Let me explain what this means.
When most beginner learners want to say something in English, first they think of it in their own language, then they translate it into English in their head, then they say it. Does that sound familiar?
It does, and the problem with this is it takes a long time. You're doing double the work, first thinking in one language, then translating, then speaking. That process is slow and it breaks the natural flow of conversation.
For example, imagine you want to say, I am hungry. If you think in your native language first, your brain goes, I am hungry. How do I say this? What is the word for hungry? Okay, I am hungry. By the time you say it, the moment has passed.
Yes, but if you train yourself to think in English, your brain just goes directly, I am hungry. Simple, fast, natural.
So how do you practice thinking in English? Start small. When you wake up in the morning, describe your day in English in your head. Think, I am waking up. It is morning. I am going to the bathroom. I am going to brush my teeth. I am going to eat breakfast.
You don't need complex sentences, just simple thoughts in English. Describe what you see around you in English. What color is the wall? What is on your desk? What are you wearing?
The more you think in English, the more natural English will feel. And the more natural it feels, the more fluent you become. It really is that simple.
So starting today, try to catch yourself when you think in your native language and switch it to English. Even just one thought at a time. That small habit will have a huge impact.
And that connects perfectly to our next point. Stop translating every single sentence. Leo, can you explain more about this?
Of course. So we just talked about thinking in English. Now let's talk about translation because a lot of learners are addicted to it. Every word they translate, every sentence they translate, and this is actually holding them back.
When you're constantly translating, you're relying on your native language as a safety net, but English needs to become its own world in your mind, not a translated version of another language.
For example, in some languages, the way you say things is very different from English. If you try to directly translate word for word, it often comes out strange or incorrect. English has its own way of saying things.
Here's a great example. In many languages, people say something like, I have hunger, to say they're hungry. But in English, we say, I am hungry, not I have hunger. If you translate directly from your language, you might make that mistake.
That's why it's so important to learn English phrases and expressions as whole units, not word by word. Don't think about every individual word. Think about the whole expression.
How do you stop translating? The same way you stop doing anything. Practice, awareness, and patience. When you catch yourself translating, pause. Try again in English directly. It gets easier every time.
And the more vocabulary and expressions you know in English, the less you will need to translate. So learning new words and phrases every day is really the key.
Okay, now let's move on to something really practical and fun. Leo, I love this part of the lesson.
Me too. This is where we learn everyday English expressions, phrases that real people actually use in real conversations, not textbook language, real, natural language.
Let's go through some very common everyday expressions. Please repeat each one after us. Ready?
Let's do it.
Expression number 1. What's up? This is a casual, friendly way to say hello or to ask how are you. You might say this to a friend you see every day.
For example, hey, what's up?
Not much, just relaxing. What about you?
Same. I just got back from the gym.
See how natural that sounds? What's up is one of the most common greetings in everyday English. Now repeat. What's up?
Expression number 2, I'm good. This is the most common answer when someone asks how you are. You can also say I'm great or I'm doing well, but I'm good is the most casual and common one.
For example, person A, how are you? Person B, I'm good, thanks. How about you? Person A, I'm good too. See, it's so simple but so natural.
Expression number 3, no worries. This is a friendly way to say it's okay or don't apologize. If someone says sorry to you, you can say no worries.
For example, person A, oh, sorry, I'm 5 minutes late. Person B, no worries, I just got here too. Isn't that lovely? It sounds very natural and kind. Repeat, no worries.
Continuing, expression number 4, sounds good. When someone suggests something and you agree, you say, sounds good. It's a positive, casual way to say yes.
For example, person A, let's meet at the cafe at 3 p.m. Person B, sounds good, see you then. Now everyone repeat, sounds good.
Energetically, expression number 5, I have no idea. This is a natural way to say, I don't know. It's very common in everyday speech.
For example, person A, do you know where Sarah is? Person B, I have no idea. Maybe she's still at home. Simple and natural. Repeat, I have no idea.
And wrapping up expressions, expression number 6, let me think. When you need a moment to think of an answer, instead of being silent, say, let me think. This keeps the conversation flowing and sounds very natural.
Simple. Person A, what's your favorite movie? Person B, let me think. I think it's The Lion King. Yes, definitely The Lion King. Beautiful. Repeat, let me think.
So, we have learned 6 great everyday expressions today. What's up? I'm good. No worries. Sounds good. I have no idea. Let me think.
Practice these in your daily life. Use them with friends, with family, even say them to yourself in the mirror. The more you use them, the more natural they will feel. Now let's talk about asking questions in English. Asking questions is one of the most important parts of a real conversation.
Leo, why are questions so important? Because conversations are two-way. If you only talk about yourself and never ask questions, it's not really a conversation. Questions show interest. They keep the conversation going, and they help you learn more.
Nice to meet you. What do you do?
I'm a teacher. What about you?
I work in marketing.
Question number 2. Where are you from? This is how you ask someone about their home country or city.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil. And you?
I'm from Japan. Lovely. Now repeat. Where are you from?
Question number 3. How long have you been learning English? This is a great question to ask another English learner.
How long have you been learning English?
About 2 years, but I still need a lot of practice.
Same, but we're getting better every day. Encouraging and natural. Repeat. How long have you been learning English?
Question number 4. What do you like to do in your free time? This is a very natural way to ask about someone's hobbies.
What do you like to do in your free time?
I love watching movies and going for walks. How about you?
I love cooking and listening to music. Great conversation starter. Repeat. What do you like to do in your free time?
Question number 5. Can you say that again, please? This is so important. When you don't understand something, ask the person to repeat. It is perfectly polite and normal.
Never pretend you understood when you didn't. Always ask. It shows that you care about understanding correctly. Repeat. Can you say that again, please?
Remember, there are no stupid questions in a conversation. Asking is always better than guessing and getting confused. All right, now let's talk about the other side, giving natural answers. Because in a real conversation, it's not enough to just ask questions. You also need to answer them in a natural, smooth way.
Exactly. And a lot of learners give very short one-word answers. Yes, no. Fine. But in natural English conversation, we usually give a little more than that. We give a short answer and add a little extra information.
For example, if someone asks, "How was your weekend?" don't just say, "Good." Instead, try to say, "It was really good. I went to the park with my family. We had a picnic and it was so relaxing. How about you?"
See how much better that is? You answered the question, and you added some detail, and you kept the conversation going by asking back. That is natural conversation.
If someone asks, "Do you like cooking?" don't just say, "Yes." Try, "Yes, actually, I really enjoy it. I love trying new recipes on weekends. Do you cook?"
That sounds so much more natural and interesting. The key is answer the question, add 1 or 2 sentences of detail, and then, if possible, pass the question back.
If someone asks, "What kind of music do you like?" try, "I really like pop music and sometimes R&B. My favorite artist right now is probably Bruno Mars. What about you? What kind of music do you enjoy?"
Perfect. So remember, answer plus detail plus pass it back. That is the formula for natural, flowing conversation. Okay, now one of the most practical things you can talk about in English is your daily routine, because your routine is something you know perfectly. You live it every single day, so it's the perfect topic to practice in English.
Let me share my morning routine in English and listen for the vocabulary and phrases I use. Then Amelia will share hers. And after that, you can practice sharing yours.
Go ahead, Leo. Tell us about your mornings.
Okay, so I usually wake up at around 6:30 in the morning. I don't use an alarm. Well, I do, but I usually wake up right before it goes off, which is kind of funny. The first thing I do is drink a big glass of water. I've heard it's really good for you in the morning. It wakes up your body. Then I go to the bathroom, wash my face, and brush my teeth. Then I exercise. I usually do about 30 minutes of exercise. Sometimes I go for a run outside. Sometimes I do some light workout at home. It depends on the weather and how I feel. After exercising, I take a shower, get dressed, and have breakfast. I keep breakfast pretty simple, usually eggs or some fruit and toast. And then I start my day. I check my schedule, plan what I need to do, and get to work.
Wow, Leo, that is such a healthy and organized morning routine. I love it. Okay, now let me share mine.
Please, I want to hear.
My morning is a little different from Leo's. I have to be honest, I am not a morning person. I love sleeping and I always want to stay in bed a little longer. So my alarm goes off at 7, but I usually hit snooze once or twice before I actually get up. Don't judge me. When I finally get up, the first thing I do is make myself a cup of tea. I love tea in the morning, hot with a tiny bit of honey. It's so comforting and it helps me wake up slowly. Then I get ready. I take a shower, do my skincare routine, because taking care of your skin is important, and then I pick out my clothes. This actually takes me a little time because I like to feel good in what I'm wearing. For breakfast, I usually have oatmeal or sometimes a yogurt with some fruit, nothing too heavy in the morning. And then I like to spend a few minutes doing something creative before I start working. Sometimes I journal, just write down my thoughts. Sometimes I listen to music or a podcast. It puts me in a good mood and gets me ready for the day. And then I'm ready to record this podcast and talk to all of you wonderful people.
I love that. Hitting snooze and loving tea. That's very relatable, Amelia.
Don't pretend you don't hit snooze sometimes too, Leo.
I would never. Okay, maybe sometimes. Just once.
So now it's your turn. Think about your morning routine. Can you describe it in English? Try using phrases like, I usually wake up at, the first thing I do is, after that then finally I.
Practice this by yourself, in your head or out loud. Even writing it down in English is great practice. Your routine is something you know so well, and now you can talk about it in English too. Now let's talk about something that is very important for fluency, and that is sharing your personal opinions. Being able to say what you think in English clearly and confidently.
Yes, and a lot of learners struggle with this because they don't know how to introduce their opinion in English. They know what they want to say, but they're not sure how to start.
So, let's learn some great phrases for sharing opinions. These phrases are called opinion starters, and they make your English sound very natural and confident.
Phrase number 1, I think. This is the simplest and most common way to share an opinion. Example, I think English is a beautiful language. Repeat, I think.
Phrase number 2, in my opinion. This is a slightly more formal way to start your opinion. Example, in my opinion, practice is more important than studying grammar. Repeat, in my opinion.
Phrase number 3, I believe. This is similar to I think, but sounds a little stronger. Example, I believe that everyone can learn to speak English fluently. Repeat, I believe.
Phrase number 4, personally, I feel. This phrase adds a personal touch. It makes it very clear this is your feeling. Personally, I feel that listening to English podcasts is one of the best ways to improve. Repeat, personally, I feel.
Phrase number 5, if you ask me. This is a casual, conversational way to introduce your opinion. Example, if you ask me, morning is the best time to study because your mind is fresh. Repeat, if you ask me.
Phrase number 6, to be honest. This phrase shows you're being sincere and truthful about your opinion. To be honest, I find grammar a little boring, but I know it's important. Repeat, to be honest.
Let's do a quick practice together. Leo, I'm going to ask you a question and you give me your opinion using one of these phrases. Ready?
Ready.
Leo, what do you think is the best way to improve English?
Personally, I feel that the best way to improve is to practice speaking every single day, even just for 10 minutes, because speaking builds confidence, and confidence is everything. If you ask me, speaking practice is number 1.
Excellent. And what about you, everyone? What do you think is the best way to improve English? Write your answer in the comments below using one of these opinion phrases. All right, everyone, now we are going to do something really fun. Leo and I are going to have a mini real-life conversation in English. This is a conversation that could actually happen in real life. We want you to listen carefully to all the expressions, phrases, and natural language we use.
Okay, let's imagine a scenario. Amelia and I are meeting for the first time at an English class. We don't know each other. We start talking. Let's go.
Hey, I haven't seen you here before. Is this your first time at this English class?
Oh, hi. Yeah, it is. I just signed up last week. I'm Leo, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Leo. I'm Amelia. I've been coming here for about 3 months now.
Oh, wow, 3 months. So your English must be pretty good by now.
Well, I think it's getting better. To be honest, I still struggle sometimes with speaking. I understand a lot, but when I have to speak quickly, I kind of freeze up.
Oh, I totally know that feeling. That happens to me too. I think in my own language first, and then by the time I translate it, the moment is gone.
Exactly. But our teacher keeps saying, just keep practicing. Don't think too much. Just speak.
Yeah, that sounds like good advice. I think I just need to stop being so scared of making mistakes.
Right. Mistakes are how you learn. I made so many mistakes when I first started, but I improved so much just by not giving up.
That's really encouraging. So what made you decide to learn English, if you don't mind me asking?
Let me think. I guess the main reason is that I want to travel. I really want to visit different countries, and English is the one language that connects people everywhere. What about you? Why are you learning?
For work, mainly. In my opinion, speaking good English opens so many doors professionally. I want to be able to communicate confidently with clients and colleagues from other countries.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, I think you're in the right place. This class is really helpful.
I hope so. And it's great to meet you, Amelia. Maybe we can practice together sometime.
Sounds good. I'd love that. Having a practice partner makes such a big difference.
And scene. Did you notice all the natural expressions we used? Nice to meet you, let me think, to be honest, sounds good, in my opinion, all the things we practiced today.
That's what learning these expressions is all about, being able to use them naturally in real conversations. And the more you practice, the more automatic it becomes.
All right, everyone, it's time for the Fluency Practice Challenge. This is where you get to actually practice what you learned today. Are you ready?
Here is your challenge for today, and we encourage everyone to try this. Please don't just listen, actually do this challenge.
Challenge Step 1. Record yourself speaking English for 1 full minute. You can talk about anything, your day, your routine, your opinion on a topic, or you can use any of the expressions we learned today. Just 1 minute of speaking. You can do it on your phone. Just use the voice memo app.
Challenge step 2, listen back to your recording. When you listen, ask yourself these questions. Did I sound natural? Were there any long pauses? Did I use any of the expressions from today's lesson? What can I do better?
Don't be embarrassed by your recording. Every learner sounds a little strange to themselves at first. That's completely normal. The point is to hear yourself and improve.
Challenge step 3, do it again. Record another 1 minute and try to improve on what you noticed in step 2. Even a tiny improvement is progress.
And if you want to share your recording, send it to a friend who's also learning English, or share it with an online English learning community. Getting feedback is incredibly valuable.
Remember, fluency is built through practice, not through reading about practice, not through watching videos about practice, but through actual, real practice. So do this challenge today.
Okay, we have covered so much today. Let's do a quick review of everything we learned. Amelia, can you start?
Of course, today we learned
What fluency really means. It's not about being perfect. It's about being comfortable, natural, and confident in English.
And we also learned 6 everyday English expressions. What's up? I'm good. No worries. Sounds good. I have no idea. Let me think. How to ask simple questions in conversations. How to give natural, full answers. How to talk about your daily routine using phrases like, I usually, the first thing I do is, and after that. How to share opinions using I think, in my opinion, I believe, to be honest.
And we had a beautiful mini real-life conversation together, and we gave you the Fluency Practice Challenge.
That was a lot. You should all feel very proud for staying through the whole lesson today. Every single thing you learned today will help you speak English more fluently and naturally.
Before we finish today, we want to take a moment to talk about motivation, because learning English is a journey, and some days are harder than others.
Some days you will feel amazing. You'll have great conversations and feel so proud of your progress. Other days you might feel frustrated. You might feel like you're not improving fast enough. You might feel like giving up.
And on those hard days, we want you to remember a few things. First, everyone who is fluent in English today was once a beginner. Every expert was once a student. Every confident English speaker once struggled with exactly the same things you are struggling with now.
Second, progress is not always visible day to day, but it is always happening. Every time you listen to a podcast in English, your brain is absorbing language. Every time you repeat a phrase, you are building a habit. Every time you push through and practice, even when it's hard, you are getting stronger.
Third, you are not alone. There are millions of people around the world learning English right now, and we, Leo and I, are here with you every single day. We believe in you.
And fourth, consistency beats intensity. You don't need to study for 8 hours a day. You just need to practice a little bit every single day. 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Even 10 minutes of focused practice will change your English over time.
So don't give up. Keep going. Keep practicing. You are closer to fluency than you think, and we are so proud of you for being here on day 14.
Day 14. 14 days of learning, practicing, and improving. That is something to celebrate.
And now, before we say goodbye, let's give everyone a little preview of what is coming tomorrow on day 15. Leo, do you want to tell them?
Ooh, yes. I am so excited about day 15. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about something that every English learner needs, and that is how to handle difficult conversations in English.
Yes, we are going to cover how to handle it when you don't understand someone, how to politely ask for clarification, how to handle misunderstandings, and how to stay calm and confident even when a conversation gets complicated.
We will also be doing more real-life conversation practice and introducing some brand new vocabulary and expressions that will make you sound even more natural and fluent.
And we'll have a special section on how to handle moments of silence in a conversation, because sometimes we all go quiet, and there's a smart, natural way to handle that in English.
So please do not miss day 15. Make sure you are subscribed, make sure you have notifications turned on, and come back tomorrow ready to learn and practice.
It's going to be an amazing lesson, we promise.
Okay, everyone, that brings us to the end of today's lesson. Day 14 is complete. You did it.
Give yourself a round of applause. Seriously, you spent 20 to 30 minutes today actively learning and improving your English. That is wonderful. That is something to be proud of.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It genuinely means the world to us that you choose to spend your learning time with us here on Daily English Podcast.
If today's lesson helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us so much, and it lets us know that you are getting value from what we create.
And please leave a comment below. Tell us which expression from today was your favorite, or try using one of today's expressions in your comment. We love reading every single comment.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a daily lesson. We are on this 30-day journey together, and every lesson builds on the last one.
Remember, fluency is not a destination. It is a journey, and every single day that you practice, you are moving forward on that journey. Be proud of yourself, be patient with yourself, and keep going.
All right, everyone, that is all for today. We will see you tomorrow for day 15. Until then, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep speaking English.
Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Keep up the amazing work.
Goodbye, take care, stay happy, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.